Reporter Meredith Gibbs joins us live now from Singleton. Meredith, where's the driver of the stolen rig right now?
Paul, the 29-year-old is currently in police custody. He was arrested at the scene and taken to Singleton Hospital before being released and walked out by officers earlier this afternoon. He's likely to be charged sometime tonight. There was very little they could do but watch as flames took hold. Despite firefighters' best efforts, the fire was simply too fierce, simply too ferocious for them to save the property.
The community and everyone alike has been unbelievable. Just thank you so much.
The inquest heard how he risked his own life, wading through floodwater using a wheelie bin to rescue 6 people. Unlike the Williams River, the mile wasn't fitted with water gauges. With no data, there was no forecasting, no warnings, no way for the community to prepare.
Reporter Meredith Gibbs is outside the Newcastle ballot draw and joins us now live. Meredith, what's the latest there?
First up, the hotly contested mayoral ticket, followed by the wards. Of course, everyone has their eye on top spot on the tickets, but there can only be one. We'll have all the details about this ballot draw and Port Stephens tomorrow night. Back to you.
Close to 3 million voters from across New South Wales headed to the polls today. Meredith Gibbs is live from Newcastle City Council chambers. Meredith, what's the latest?
Jane, the polling booths closed just a short time ago. Electoral staff now have the important task of counting the ballots, farewelling one of their finest. There was no champagne, just a true blue Aussie favourite. After a meet and greet, welcome, and settling in, it was finally time to say goodbye. Some couldn't wait to get started. Others found it a little difficult to let go. It was a similar scene outside, with parents looking to capture a lasting moment and siblings saying goodbye to their playmate. With every vantage point taken, anticipation grew ahead of the moment of truth. A mad free-for-all as the group scrambled to be the first to collect the coveted cross. Ilya Score retrieving the sacred relic and receiving a rock star reception.
Reporter Meredith Gibbs joins us live now from Kurri Kurri. And Meredith, an emergency operation is underway there tonight.
Paul, structural engineers have spent most of the afternoon assessing damaged buildings, including the one behind me, the community centre and a library. It's going to be a long clean-up. Election eve in Maitland, and some were busy tooting their own horn. The study has only just scratched the surface. The focus has now turned to measuring how healthy the river is, with plans to carry out water quality testing, including salinity. Tiny steps in what is a remarkable tale of survival. While Brave Maya is making progress, she's not out of the woods just yet. She's still got a long road ahead of her before she can go home. Police spent the day door-knocking the neighbourhood as they try to piece together the circumstances surrounding the incident. A 41-year-old man was arrested last night and taken to hospital for treatment. He spent the day assisting police with their inquiries and was released without charge this afternoon. A car submerged, a driver reportedly trapped. Racing against the clock, officers don't think twice. Meet Miss Maple. She's a vintage bird with a shady past.
In the 80s it was confiscated and went to auction. It was caught drug running down in Florida. I'm not sure exactly what it had on board, but from what I've been told, it had about 1.5 tons of narcotics on board, so it can carry quite a bit.
She also had stints in the Canadian military and on the silver screen before being abandoned, left to ruin, until Rutherford aviation enthusiast Chris Tibbetts came along and over 2 years brought her back to life. While it's out of school to reveal a lady's age, she certainly doesn't look her 65 years. Slick, smooth and packing a punch, thanks to the 450 horsepower engines from US manufacturer Pratt & Whitney.